Right, let's grab a new slide. This one is going to be another. I'm just going to write heading, and here we're going to actually start talking about our formatting our font. So let's do the font style. We're going to do the color. We're going to do the emphasis, and let's talk about case as well. Sorry, and size. So one thing that we can do is we can change the font styles up here. There are a huge variety. There's more that can be downloaded. Just make sure that if you do download any fonts that they are free and you don't need to license them, or if you do want to license them, you pay for them. So if we highlight the font here, for this first thing, we're gonna change the font style. So I'm gonna change it to, let's do something bold, right? So very bold. So that's the first one. That's how you change the font style. You can change it here, or you can change it up here, right? The second one is color. Color, again, you can change it here, or you can change it over here. Our theme has given us a couple of colors. If we didn't use Designer, this would be the standard color palette that would be up here. But our designer has decided that green and this orange are going to be our main colors. As I said, 2 colors are more than enough to get you through a presentation without anybody having a headache. So here we have red accent 6. I think it looks okay on the white background. I don't know, the contrast might be a bit iffy, but it's fine. But that's how you change the color. You can change the color of individual letters. I don't recommend it, but that is possible as well. We can also highlight, which I highly condemn it. I think highlighting is a terrible thing to have in a presentation, but that's also personal preference. If you are going to be using this PowerPoint in a team setting where you need to, for example, highlight something for someone else to fix, I wouldn't use the highlight here. I would rather use in review. We have something called new comment. So if you highlight something and you put a new comment, you can actually highlight it for everyone, and it gives people a place to go to understand what you want to do. You can @mention people as well in there, and much better functionality. Then let's go to emphasis. So if we think about emphasis, it's bolding, italicizing, underlining. This is putting a bit of a shadow on. And if this was a list where we were going step by step through, you can actually cross out things that are done. And those are, for the most part, that's all the emphasis things. The AV here is actually spacing. So I'm going to actually increase the spacing here so that we can say it looks like it's different from the other heading. So it looks more like a title. But yeah, all it does is it increases the space between letters. That's it. Case, this is the next one. So we can actually change the case of any text. Say, for example, you were given an entire text in uppercase, and that's not going to be great on a presentation. So what you do is you just change it to either capitalize each word, for example, if it's the names of things, or you can change it to a sentence case. In which case, let's have a sentence here. Case using a sentence, right? So here we have, our sentence. Right, there's a sentence, let's put a full stop there. This is a sentence, and so we have lowercase, so everything changes to lowercase, everything changes to uppercase, capitalize each word, toggle case. This makes the opposite. So if everything was uppercase, like here, if we toggle case, it's just going to do the opposite. And sentence case, in this case, is now going to be the correct way to have a sentence. So for size, we actually have quite a few options here. We can go all the way down to 96. And this just changes the size of the font. And that is all of the font options that we have. If you're copying content from somewhere else and putting it into your PowerPoint slide, one nice thing is that instead of having to put it through a formatting stripping software, you can just remove all of the formatting right here. So that just removes the font formatting. There we go. And that's the basics of fonts and paragraphs.